Seems to be a rash of drownings here in Massachusetts and around the country. During the first week of June, in fact, we learned the 3-year-old son of country singer Granger Smith drowned in their family pool. According to a new report by the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the number of fatal drownings in pools and spas, like hot tubs and jacuzzis, continues to rise. Dr. Mallika Marshall is here. And Doc, what were the highlights from this report?
I feel like we talk about this every year, and the numbers
terrible.
continue to get worse. So the report found that more than 350 kids die from drowning every year in the U.S. 3/4 of those are in kids under 5. Most of them occur at home. And June, the month we're in now, is the deadliest month. And I think this is a good reminder to parents and to caretakers that drowning tends to be a very quiet event, that kids generally aren't able to flail or splash or yell for help. And oftentimes drownings happen when adults are nearby but just really have no idea what's going on around them.
I do wonder to what extent cell phones come into play here. Everyone's on their cell phone, and it can just, as you say, take a few seconds of looking down, checking your tweets or whatever, and all of a sudden something happens.
Exactly.
So beyond just, obviously you got to pay attention. What advice do you have for parents?
Okay, so the biggest thing you want to do is create some sort of barrier between a child and a pool. So that means a fence or a barrier that is around the pool that separates the pool from the house and the rest of the yard. Always, we talked about supervising their kids, but more importantly, you might want to identify one adult who's going to be that designated watchdog for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and that's all they do. You don't want to be distracted while you're watching kids in a pool, so no cell phones like you were mentioning. Don't read. Don't have your ear pods in listening to music. You really have to stay completely focused. You want to teach your kids to swim as early as possible, and don't rely on those floaters, those floaties, because it might be fun for play, but don't rely on them to actually save your child's life. Watch older kids, because even if they know how to swim, sometimes there's horseplay, people might get injured, and then try to have older kids and adults learn CPR so that if something does happen, you are right there.
It's great advice. We've had stories here locally of a teenage sibling saving a kid performing CPR right there at the pool, and it makes a big difference.
Right.
So, Doctor, thank you.
You're welcome.
Always much more here on CBSBoston.com.